be the guy. This is actually more hard for us to do than them. They own goal.
So, as you have seen, no one, not even the best players, are perfect at Rocket League. There are always little things and skills that can be worked on and refined, and that's what's so special about it. There is no end to the game. Whilst your average bronze is going to whiff more balls than they hit, missing is still prevalent at GC, which goes to show the supposed best at the game still mess up. So that got me thinking about the little things that everybody, including myself, does incorrectly in Rocket League, no matter how big or small they are, and thus I present to you my 10 common mistakes in Rocket League. Just quickly before the video starts, be sure to join my Discord and follow me on Twitter. The links to both are in the description below. Also, be sure to like and subscribe with notifications on. It's free, so you've got nothing to lose. Mistake number 1 is playing 3s or 2s like it's a 1s game, which is also known as ball chasing. Everyone has done it and at some point witness it regularly. You load into a game, things seem fine, everyone's playing well, few whiffs here or there, but nothing out of the ordinary. Then it happens. You have a clear possession, an avenue directly to goal, as if you're Moses and have just parted the seas, blocking everyone from contesting you, except your teammate, who thinks that it is his ball to go for despite cutting rotation and double committing in the process. If you ever find yourself culpable for this shameful mistake, take a second to see where your teammates are before you blindly chase the ball as if you're the only one on the field. Believe me, it's a blindingly obvious mistake and bad habit to have. Your teammates are your rank for a reason, so let them hit the ball. Mistake number 2 is panicking on defense, which can also be likened to mistake number 1 and is something I see and also do far too often. Seeing a ball come flying towards your net must initiate some primal instinct, as it always seems to get everyone to jump for it, despite only one person hitting it. So if only one person does hit it, then why does everyone need to go up? I get that they may whiff, but have a look and see if they appear to be in a bad position first, and then make your decision to either back them up or not. As I just said, you should be there if they miss, not trying to beat them to the ball. Can you imagine if everyone gravitated and dived for a shot in soccer or basketball every time it looked threatening? Yeah, it's stupid, so try to maintain composure and keep tabs on your teammates to avoid this debilitating error. Mistake number 3 is prioritizing freestyles over free nets, or just basic mechanics in general. Everyone is a culprit of this error at some point in their Rocket League career. You see Squishy, Jazer, or a Vampel pull off a ridiculous freestyle and score from it, leaving you in awe. Now, all the little plap brains see this and go, well, I can spin around and score a goal, so... It's not until it's tied up with 10 seconds left that they attempt to seize their opportunity to the clanger for their Road to Diamond montage, and this is when they realise their grave error. They had an open net to win the game, and instead they did this. So yeah, focus on the basics first. In all seriousness, you'll improve much faster if you can hit solid dribble plays and defensive clears rather than a sketchy ceiling shot 1 in every 10 games. Mistake number 4 is worrying about fashion. For a game in which cosmetics have no definitive impact on gameplay, people spend an awful lot of time trading and making their cars look pretty. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but if you have 50 presets and are wondering why you're not ranking up, it might be time to invest a few more hours into training rather than trading your uncommon topper to a rare decal. Mistake number 5 is thinking points mean everything. Honestly, if you ever bring up points as a piece of evidence to prove your superiority to your teammate, if you're not at least 800 in front of him, then there's no point. The amount of saves, assists, clears, centers, and shots that just plainly don't register is ridiculous. Plus the fact that you can do all the work on a play, and dribble the opposition for your teammate to come in for a little 4x2 on the goal line and get 50 more points than you is just stupid. So, just because XX Demon Slayer XX has 20 points less than you, it does not mean he should uninstall. Look back over the replay and actually try to work out what went wrong, and you'll reap the rewards. Mistake number 6 is focusing on rank rather than progress. Now this one is a little more serious, but something that will burden you and make you more likely to be tilted. For example, if you're a mid to high diamond player and set your goal on getting to champ, it means that every loss requires 2 extra wins to gain the MMR that you would have got if you won that game. It can develop into a sort of gambling mindset, leaving you going, well, I've won 3 games in a row and if I win another it could boost me up even higher, but if I lose it, it will set me back. It also puts a lot of pressure on simply winning rather than improving as a player, which is essential to win. Focus on bettering your skill and mechanics and rank will come in no time. Mistake number 7 is not watching enough high level gameplay. Before I delve into this mistake, no. That does not mean watching freestyle montages and trying to hit 360 triple flip reset ceiling shuffles into musty flick no scope double taps. It means plonking your cheeks on a chair and actually watching a full game of RLCS or pro streaming. Even watching those slightly above your rank can be beneficial. Exposing yourself to what the next level looks like will make it that much easier to actually be able to reach it, as you're already somewhat accustomed to it before even playing in it. Mistake number 8 is preferring games over training. If you're the guy that says, nah, training's a waste of time, and jumps straight into a match as soon as you load up the game, then this is primarily directed at you. Regardless, it's still beneficial for everyone to utilize training as much as possible. Ensure you have at least a 20-minute warm-up before each rank session and try to spend even longer in there occasionally. As a rule of thumb, try to match every minute of match time with another minute of training time, and you'll see the difference in no time. Mistake number 9 is being easily tilted and toxic. However, you say this is the centerpiece of the Rocket League community. What would our game be without little trash talk and toxicity? And I agree, talking smack can be fun and spruce up the game a little bit. However, you cannot let it get to you. As soon as you take it personally and let the golds and casuals start calling you out for your bar down boomer, your gameplay will begin to take a hit. Believe me, there's a fine line and I've spent my fair share of time on the wrong side of that line. So heed my warning or thou rank shall perish. To finish off the video, we have mistake number 10, bad or incorrect settings. Despite the plethora of tutorials and guides out there, I still see so many bad settings when looking through replays. I know it is preference, but if you have settings like this, you cannot honestly say that these are better than those used by pros. So watch some guides, look at some pro settings, experiment, and find what's right for you. Because no, whatever you say will not convince me that these settings are advantageous in any way, shape or form. Alright guys, that wraps it up for the 10 common mistakes in Rocket League. As always, I hope you enjoyed and learned something new, and be sure to like and subscribe with notifications on to be alerted for future uploads. Other than that, I hope you have an amazing day. Cheers.